What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nonpfixion, and I'm your FANALYST for this evening. And in this series, Zach and I will both be giving you our 2023-2024 NFL predictions, game by game, for each team. Let's get into it. All right, so up next we have the Chicago Bears. So far, from our previous predictions, their record sits at a 2-1. There are some questions for the Bears. The Bears ended their season last year with a 3-14 record. Now, all signs are pointing towards a different direction for this team. The depth they added, redesign of the offensive line, bringing in DJ Moore. There's so many things that should allow this team to excel this year. They had about 10 draft picks. The question is, with this team's production this year, are they going to be super run heavy with Field? Or are they going to allow this stable of young running backs do their thing? I mean, you have Khalil Herbert, Deontay Foreman, you have Roshan Johnson, and fourth string Travis Homer. Like, you have really good depth at the running back position. This team is set to take that leap, but will the coaching staff as well as the players allow that to happen? That's really the question. I'm hoping that Fields can make that jump. Fields, just like Hurts, my partner Zach and I, we both talked about Hurts and how he was a run heavy quarterback, and then once he learned how to trust his O-line, trust the playbook, trust his receivers to get open to run their routes, the game would change. So as we look at our prediction form here, the first game of the season already been chosen for us. I do feel that Chicago should win that first game, but we go into week 2. Chicago at Tampa Bay on a Sunday afternoon. We're going Chicago right out the bat. Week 3, Chicago at Kansas City. Even with me not even being a KC fan, in my heart of hearts, I can't even pick against them. Kansas City for the win. Denver at Chicago. I don't know why I feel like Denver's going to win this game. I definitely do believe that Chicago has all the pieces to smack Denver, but it's something that telling me to go Denver for this game, this matchup. And y'all know I've been talking trash about them all these predictions, so we're just going to roll with it. We're going to roll with it, right? Up next, week 5, Chicago at Washington. Washington has some good young pieces. They have a pretty decent young defense. Can they catch Chicago off balance? You know what? We're going Chicago. And we head into week 6. Week 6 against Minnesota. Minnesota visiting Chicago in Soldier Field. We are going to Minnesota. Now we head into week 6. Vikings visit Soldier Field in Chicago. I feel confident in pushing purple for the Vikings. The purple people eaters. Now head into week 7. Las Vegas Raiders come to town to play Chicago in Soldier Field on a Sunday. Raiders have always had issues with running quarterbacks. Though I do feel we have the potential to beat this team, I'm going to go on a limb and go Chicago. Now we got week 8, Chicago at Chargers. We're going to go Chargers. We're going to go week 9, Chicago at the Saints with Derek Carr. I'm going to go Saints. Week 10, Carolina Panthers coming to town to visit the Chicago Bears on a Thursday. Once again, we are live for every Monday, every Thursday night football. As long as the power is on and the TV internet is working, we should be good. So we'll be here every Thursday and Monday night. Carolina at Chicago. We're going Chicago. We're going week 10. Week 10, Chicago is coming to town to visit the Detroit Lions. We're going to go Detroit. Now, all right, we got week 12. Week 12, Chicago visiting the Vikings on a Monday night football game. Once again, we will be live for every Monday night and every Thursday night, barring anything happens as far as, power outages because of the weather or whatever. We should be live, so subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to give you update on every time we go live or set a video to go live or premiere. I'm going to split it. I'm going to split it with them because I do feel like this team is going to be better this year. They have the pieces to be successful on the offense. The O-line on paper looks better. Like I said, DJ Moore, adding him I think is going to help in the receiving core. It's not the only answer they need, but it's going to help. And that running back room. If they can make that running back room work as a cohesive unit, it should be good. So we're going to go Chicago. If you're looking for some place to come and talk your trash, come by the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We will be live for play-by-play and great conversation. But we're going to split it. So I'm going to give this one to Chicago. And then week 13, they win the bye week. Week 14, Detroit at Chicago. And it's only about 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, and Chicago coming up bye. So you know what? We're going to give this to Chicago. Give it to Chicago. Then week 15, got Chicago at Cleveland. It's already been selected for us from a previous prediction. So we're going with that one in Chicago. Now week 16, the Cardinals coming to town on a Sunday afternoon to visit Chicago. We're going Chicago. Once again, Cardinals all kind of signs of them talking about they're already going to throw games. So that just throws off all continuity in the season. So week 17, Atlanta at Chicago. Do I think Atlanta has what it takes to beat Chicago? They do have a pretty interesting running back room. I think the quarterback is solid. He's still young, but he is solid. But what I feel Atlanta though. That's what I feel. So we're gonna go Atlanta. All right. So if we scroll back up, well, also week 18 already been selected for us from previous prediction. Once again, for the previous predictions, there'll be a link in the description, and you can watch them all, or you can search Real Fan Sports on YouTube Music to listen to them in a podcast form if you don't have time to sit and watch it. So as we scroll back up, Bears 9-8. That's actually more than what they're predicted to have. That's actually solid. Not a bad record. I do feel this. If this team figures out how to utilize the running back room, not call so many running back plays for Fields, then I think they can be successful on the opposite side of the ball. But right now we're looking at 9-8. So if you're a Chicago Bears fan and you watch this video, or you're just an NFL fan, what are your thoughts on this? Well, do you think that I'm far off from this team? Do you think I'm way off? Do you feel that Fields is close to having a breakout season? Is he close to just being much better than what he has been if he calms down? I think if he trusts his O-line and trusts his skill players around him, I think the sky's the limit for him. I honestly do. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and notification bell. My name is Nonpfixion. This is Real Fan Sports. I've been your FANALYST for this evening. I appreciate you. I love you. Catch you next one. Peace, love, and out, y'all. Peace out.